Hey y'all, I'm coming to y'all with a scandal review. I just want to start off by saying that myself, as long as others in the Twitter and Facebook world, was trying to get the fume together for Poe James, but I'll get into that in a minute. Well, if you go back and watch my last scandal last week, I said it at the end of the video that I felt, don't know why, but I just had a feeling that it was James. Excuse me. And lo and behold, it was James. Now, this episode, it had a lot going on, for different reasons. As always, this is what's on my nails. I have changed them since last week. Now, I said, in the opening scene, we see they got Poe James dead to the pavement, and then we see Cyrus. Olivia's telling him we gonna get whoever did this, and Cyrus' little assistant man. Lord, I said, well, maybe him and Cyrus will find comfort in each other's arms, because he was just so broken up on James, that he was giving me, I'll be your new booties, if you get what I'm saying. So, and then we see Liv, she called Jake to try to, tell him, hey, we need you on it. And he like, well, I'm doing something. Come to find out, he's sitting up there and burying the two women that he shot in the head. Boom, boom. Now, pretty much we see that after he shoot everybody, he tells David, like, okay, you get to live, but this what you gotta do. You gonna arrest somebody, you finna cover this up. You get to live. Which the whole time I was saying to myself, now I know that everybody know Olivia Polk ain't stupid, and I knew early on, I said, I'm finna see how long it take for Liv to figure this out. And yeah, it took all of 2 seconds, because all of a sudden we have James dead, and then the other two women, they don't report to work, which we the viewers know they dead, but Olivia them find out they don't report to work. So yeah, we pretty much know that. Yeah, so she figured out that this had something to do with B613. Now, Abby, once they figure it out, of course, Abby like, well, what about my man? Is he next? So Abby go and she go and he trying to tell her, oh, this was just carjacking, you read too much into it, blah blah blah. But she like, look, we promised we weren't gonna lie to each other, tell me the truth. Which, just like Olivia, Abby not stupid either. So I'm sitting up here like, come on, David, now you gon', which in the end, which again, y'all know I skip back and forth. In the end, he do break down and tell her the truth. So then we have, sorry about that. Then we have Harrison's little boo, Ahmad, Sharif, or whatever. And we see her and Mama Pope. Mama Pope sitting up with stacks of money around her. She just counting the money. And she pretty much tell this Harrison boo that pretty much, I'm running the show. You here as a patsy, somebody to take the fall if the shit hit the fan. So next thing you know, we see, then we see eventually two men is in the hotel room with Mama Pope and Harrison Boo. And they like, well, she like, well, I thought I was supposed to be meeting the head man in charge, blase, blase. And they like, no, he couldn't come. And she's pretty much just take out a gun and just shoot one of them. And tell the other one, I mean, this how you know you cold. She tell the man talking about, well, tell your boss that I'm so sorry for your loss. Bitch, you just killed him. But I'm so sorry for your loss. And clearly he could see I'm not playing with him, so he need to see me. So after that, Harrison little boo is like, what the hell I done got myself into? Like, yeah, she even get as bold as to go to Harrison. It's like, well, don't you got friends in the State Department and stuff? Because I'm trying to get out the country. But then she sees somebody swerving on off, and she like, never mind, never mind. Because, you know, she probably thinking, uh-oh, this Mama Pope. Now, Olivia goes to talk to Jake because she asks Huck, when they figure out that everybody that had something to do, everybody other than David, that had something to do with the whole Sally Langston thing, with, you know, Sally killing Dane Douglas, she asked Huck to check the file, go on the safe, check the files. What she doesn't know, what nobody knows, is Huck done put a camera in the safe. So of course when Huck opened the safe, he noticed that something is just kind of out of whack or whatever. So he go back and look at the video, and he could come in the he comes in the Liv office and gives her a picture of Quinn. So she like, okay, this Quinn is B613. So she goes to Jake, and she asks him like, who did it, you know, and she pretty much figured out on her own that, you know, it was she pretty much figured out on her own that it was him. And he's, you know, he was like, it was my call. Good bad things happen to good people all the time. And as she's leaving, he tell her, let it go. You know how like if you done did some and somebody tell you, like threatening you, pretty much saying, you know what, it'll be in your best interest to let this go ahead and go. So Leah say, well, what if I don't? He says again, bad things happen to good people all the time, which pretty much is letting her know, I done told you to let this go. Now if you choose to keep on, some bad gonna happen to you. Okay. Now, as soon as Huck get this picture, I put on Twitter, I said, well, Quinn, I guess obviously you didn't learn when Huck got your ass the last time, because he finna get you again. That's what I was automatically thinking. Okay. Now we see after Liv leaves Jake, she goes to see her daddy, and she like, just be a daddy to me for 5 seconds, just be my daddy. And he pretty much tells her like, everybody worth saving. Sometimes you got to pull somebody back, you know, from the dark to the light, but give everybody a chance. So he pretty much tell her, I done been responsible for 183 people dying, and whatever you thinking of Jake, let that go. But me personally, no, because Jake done told you in so many words, I'll take you out too. So no, don't let that go. Now, then we see Millie and the vice president running mate to be pretty much, you know, Sally lied and said she was gonna stop campaigning because James dead, and they knew she was lying. So they got Millie and the new man out trying to lobby with the gun people, which in Fitz really ain't even feeling lobbying for them, but Fitz end up taking a stance, which Cyrus made a point, like, they not gonna win the gun vote anyways. No matter what they do, they're not gonna win the gun vote. So Cyrus suggests that they take, you know, the fact that James just died and go against gun laws, you know, like, you know, go against, try to get more strict gun laws. And as an outcome, his approval ratings and stuff, he starts going up in the polls. Well, that night, Millie and old buddy, they in there talking and blase, and one thing, she got a drink, and next thing you know, they rolling around on the floor, which I said it in my first Scandal review. that if they make it to the White House again, which I have a good feeling they are, we all know that it's gonna be the messiest thing, because Millie done got her a little taste of this side piece and she ain't gonna stop. Now back to Huck and Quinn. So next thing you know, we see Quinn. She go home and she walk in and automatically she already knows something up. She say Huck, and he stepped from around the corner with the red tackle box, and he tells her, I figured it out. You wanted me to see you, I see you. And cause she like, well, if you gonna kill me, kill me. And he like, I feel like he's still a gladiator. And y'all, it took me back to Flavor of Love when Pumpkin went to her toes and hopped up that spit in New York face. Cause Lord, Quinn went to her gut and spit in her face. And all of a sudden, they started kissing. I'm like, what the hell is this? So y'all, I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Now, you know, the last little scene that you see is Olivia, well, not the last scene. Liv do talk to David, and she pretty much tells him like, look, I understand you don't want to send this innocent man to jail, but do what you got to do. And then we see Jake is staying with James, and he's pretty much just telling him, like, it flashes back to the night that he killed him, and he's telling him like, I'm so sorry, I wish I didn't have to do this to you, but I got to do what I got to do for the Republic, and I had to make this look sloppy. The other women, you know, I just boom boom and they went quick, but you, I got to make it look like somebody robbed you. I got to make it look like an amateur, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay with you because I know this gonna be painful. I know you're gonna die slow. You ain't gonna die quick like the other ones. Which he died, you know, a couple of minutes. And I guess you could say that was kind of sort of good, I guess. Not to me though. Hell, you still killed him. Now, the one thing that I was really here for was the flashbacks, because we got to see pretty much how James and Cyrus got together. We see the little flashbacks of the first time they met, when they on the campaign trail, and then the night of the inauguration when, or maybe a couple of days after or something, when, you know, James and Cyrus and by himself and the music playing, and all of a sudden we hear You're the Best Thing That Ever Happened to Me by Gladys Knight. And is it Gladys Knight and the Pips, or is it just Gladys Knight? I don't know. For my time, but I like the song. And child, Miss Cyrus went and got his boo. They had James on the other side of the old red rope, and Cyrus went on and got him. So I was here for that. I was like, you know what? And Cyrus walked out there, y'all, and he tried to do the old press release, and Cyrus had the ugly cry. I mean, Cyrus was hurt. Now, that's my review, but I still got another minute. So, this just from being funny. Now, myself, as long as others on Twitter and Facebook, primarily Funkadiniva. You know, Miss Diniva is really trying to get together the funeral arrangements. You know, she pretty much got things together for the repast, taking up donations for the funeral home. My mama had, you know, since I'm, you know, on this health kick and I'm trying to, you know, lose a few pounds, I let it be known that I can't bring no soda, but I'm gonna bring some water. I got a homegirl that just fried some good chicken, so she gonna make the chicken for the repast. And my mama said that we can have sweetie pies cater the actual funeral. So if you want to give any donations or anything like that, I would suggest you go to Funkadiniva Ross Chopra Facebook and go ahead and let that be known. But I'm just being silly, but it was good. It was a good episode. It was sad, but it was good. But that's my review. Thanks for watching.